Oh, good. It started exactly after you said that.
Nice. That's awesome. So anyone watching like the live video right now. January 17th, 2018, and no one told me about this game. You know why, by the way? Because it didn't come to PlayStation and it only came to Xbox. All right. Everyone's recording?
Did we go over the doc? How many items are there? Blah, blah, blah. I did not actually look it over yet. I'm sorry.
No, it looks good. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd be funny if I always just say it wrong. I always say a different number.
You could just say like there's 97 things on the report.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. All right, cool. Ready?
Say like 1,568 items on the report. But we won't go through all of them.
That's actually a good one. I like that.
That's a good like one-time gag.
Yeah. It just got me actually. All right. 3, 2.
No, wait.
Okay. Is the Rage 2? Did anyone watch the Rage 2 trailer? Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't even watch the full Doom Eternal trailer. I saw like bits of it, but I didn't see
that wasn't even a trailer. That was like 2 hours of gameplay. Or like 40 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, like I saw clips of it, but
yeah, Games Wild. Official gameplay. This is from a year ago. Miguel, let us know when you're ready. Oh, it's the Rage 2 is like gameplay, not trailer. Extended gameplay. Oh, huh. Doesn't look bad. Wow, 3 trailers that came out this week aren't really trailers in the traditional sense.
Yeah, the Red Dead one I think would be the closest.
Yeah, really. It's the shortest.
Even though it's kind of an infomercial, it's still kind of a trailer too.
Yeah. This looks good. Rage. This actually looks very interesting.
Fucking idiot.
It's like showing open world shit. What's the ish?
Nothing. Got it.
You do an audition?
Tom Cruise is reportedly the front runner for Green Lantern.
I saw that. I don't appreciate it.
Sure. Well, I don't care anymore. Do what you want, DC. I don't care.
I want them to make 4 Joker films. Just do it. Just fucking do it.
But all in different universes.
Yeah, well, of course. 4 different actors. And they all end off with hints to sequels. Just because why not? Why not?
All of them end up with like some type of Batman reference at the end.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Batman. They all say fuck Batman.
And then it's just like a giant Batman multiverse where it's like they get back what's his name? Like they get back Clooney and they get back
Oh, that would be very cool.
And they get back Bale and
more what's it called? Yeah, like more series should fuck with that. Like bringing all
it's just like it's just 4 different Batmen all
bringing all the Superman or something, or bringing all the like
you can get but you can get like fat Val Kilmer Batman, too, like intentionally fat Val Kilmer Batman.
But I guess they're all produced by different studios, maybe. Nipples Batman, that's where it's at. Clooney. I've never actually seen that one, to be honest.
I mean, I saw it when it was in theaters when I was a kid. I have not seen it since.
Sure. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to PS Best Friends, episode 65 for the week of August 17th, 2018. We're dropping every Friday to give you the rundown on all the latest PlayStation news and gaming news you could possibly need. That's right. We're not just a PlayStation podcast, even though we primarily focus on that. Talk about all kinds of games to tell your friends, even if they own an Xbox. My name, as always, is Anthony Palm, and joining me, as always, Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
What's up, everyone?
Chillin'. The other person with us, as always, is the Brooklyn bad boy, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
What up? Y'all remember the PSP Street?
So we talked about this before we went live. I didn't even know it existed. So if you want to give the listeners...
Shout out to any European listeners. The PSP Street, aka the PSP E1000, came out October 2011, and it was pretty much the PSP with no Wi-Fi. which with a UMD drive, with a UMD port or whatever, countering the PSP Go, which was the exact opposite, only Wi-Fi.
I would hope it
no
would have a UMD drive. Imagine they just sold you just a PSP and you could just put a memory card in it.
Just fuck around with the XMB. Cool, pretty cool now.
Imagine they like made you load games onto the memory stick from your computer, and that's the only way to get games on. That'd be a fucking nightmare. Or if it was just intentionally made to jailbreak, that would be cool too. But Sony would never be that cool.
Yes,
so this week,
speaking of jailbreaking, man, the freaking ROM stuff this week. Have you guys heard about that at all? Or
I saw it a little bit. I don't know. Is that on the news this week?
I didn't see it on the news, but yeah, pretty much just keeping it light. Emu Paradise. I was mixing it up with a bunch of other ROM sites. Emu Paradise has been taking down, which was one of the most popular like ROM sites. You could download NES games and stuff.
That was my side of choice as a kid.
But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Because I game preservation, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I think it sucks because a lot of the games that anytime I really download a ROM, I would say, I'll be frank, I'll be honest. 6 out of 10 times.
You do it every time.
6 out of 10 times, it's a game that I previously owned, and 4 out of 10 times, it's a game that I'm trying for the first time. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure, it's illegal to do it, sure, but it's also the person's discretion whether or not they want to commit. I don't think I ever beat a game I downloaded the ROM of, because it's always games play it for
you
like
just want to fuck around.
Yeah, like you fuck around in Pokemon Yellow for 10 minutes, or I remember playing the intro to Golden Sun like 90 times on a ROM, but I beat it on Game Boy Advance originally. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's. I understand the legality of it, but it sucks.
The step up or shut up thing. It's like, hey, if you guys hate ROMs, release your game somewhere. Like, let me play.
I'm with that. I'm with. I think someone needs to begin, and I think there is like a giant archive, like a company that archives games, right? I don't know the name of them.
I think the National Video Game Museum, or like Video Game Hall of Fame Museum, or something like that. Is trying to do something like that. But even if, man, at some point in time, like the original way to play the game is not going to be possible. Like I can't even play my old consoles anymore, like my SNES, my GameCube, even that are on my shelf right now, because they don't plug into any TV in my house. And
I mean, there's adapters.
Yeah, that's on you. That's not on.
Yeah, there's adapters for that.
No, but slowly,
I know what you're saying.
Those adapters are going to come hard to find and stuff, and it's
like $4 on Amazon. I know what you're saying though. Like 100 years from now, we're gonna be able to find the adapter.
Exactly.
I got you.
You can still read the same books 100 years from now.
You be streaming it, bro. It's all good.
That was some pre-news for you.
Yeah. So this week we're actually going to be talking about the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer infomercial type thing. We also got some gameplay for Doom Eternal and Rage 2. The list of this trailers, it's more gameplay. So we're going to be talking about that. But before we jump in, what have you guys been playing? I've played more of Dead Cells, and I'm loving that game more the more I play it. It's so fucking fun. And then a real.
Is there anyone? This is an interesting question. Is there anyone you wouldn't recommend Dead Cells to? So you any type of gamer that you think wouldn't like this game? Because I feel like everyone's saying that, oh, this game's the best game and everyone has to play it. But I feel like there could be a subset.
There's no real story to it. So if you're a narrative guy, that's that's the person like specifically. I would say don't like I know Nathan Ulig. I know he one of our listeners. He is a big narrative guy, and I mean, unless he also likes these kind of arcadey games, I don't know. Maybe he does, but I would say if that's the main kind of game you play, maybe look into it first, like watch a YouTube video and kind of understand what it is before buying it. But I think everyone should give it a shot. I think that the gameplay itself is just fun. It's a fun game, even if you play it for 5-10 minutes. But the loop is just so good. I have to pry myself away from it because it's one of those things of like, oh, I died, and then I just kind of like instinctively find myself like every time you die, you can like collect the gold that you carry over from each playthrough, and you go and you pick up a gun, not a gun, you pick up like your weapons that are randomly generated. And I always just end up just kind of instinctively picking them up. And I'll be like, fuck, I don't want to do another round, but I just all picked up all my shit. So am I going to just go do it anyways? And so it's got a good loop to it.
Interesting.
And then a lot of Hearthstone, real lot of Hearthstone. I have hit my highest rank so far, and I'm grinding. I got like 3 tier 1 decks that I'm kind of trying to figure out which one I like the best. But falling down the rabbit hole, I got my best friend Brandon on it now too, and he has a very small collection. He's new, but he's getting there. He's like he understands the game is the important thing. He just doesn't have the cards, so we're getting there.
Pay to play. Miguel, how about you? You've been a little quiet. What have you been playing?
Nothing. Now I'm playing. Now I'm playing.
Well, don't forget the Black Ops 4 beta.
Oh yes, weekend 2. Yeah. So heist.
What were your thoughts on weekend 2, Miguel?
Much better than weekend 1. Kill streaks were a little bit better. I got the gunship, which is the AC-130 in the game.
Right? Yeah, the one you could control.
Yeah. And I got it twice. One I earned it, and the second time was on the care package. And both times, because all the fucking buildings in the maps, I got probably like 2 or 3 kills. It's like, why are there so many buildings in the maps?
Well, what would you normally get?
I did notice that.
What's that?
What would you normally get on past games? Like how many kills?
I mean, I only got 2 of them. So I can't, like, I'm not going to be able to how deadly it is or how good it is until, like, all the Black Ops, like, 1 and 2 maps, which they're pretty much open, like Jungle and Firing Range, they're pretty much open. So you will know exactly if...
Right, so you would figure, what, like 4 or 5 kills with a gunship?
Yeah, which is, it's good.
Did you have any more movement in the gunship at all, or no? It's still like that on rails?
No, it's still just on rails.
Same thing? All right, cool.
Yeah. But, dude, I was... Like, I saw them, and I was shooting at them, but every time they're, like, going into a building, so I was like, fuck. But it seemed deadly. Like, every time I hit someone, like, directly, they were just fucking gone, dude.
Yeah.
I wish they had that, like, AC-130 above, like that, boys. Yeah. But it's not in there.
Well, because it's the future, so it's like a
is there any announcer?
130B, something.
I remember. Yeah. Hopefully they add someone.
Like, there must
it's just like a guy over the comms being like enemy gunship inbound. It's like something.
Probably.
He did? Yeah. Maybe I was
okay. Yeah, the score streaks are a lot better. I had fun. The heist mode has potential, but I wish that every time when you like after the first game you're able to buy stuff and shit, which is cool. It reminds me of CS:GO. But I wish that if you buy like a assault rifle, let's just say the wannabe AK. I forgot the name of it. Like, if you die in that round, you lose it. But
okay, so what about this? Because you said that last week, or earlier this week. What if that's the hardcore version of that mode?
Hardcore. So, like, meaning if there's a core and a hardcore?
Right. So if there's a core version of Heist, it is how it was.
I doubt they're gonna do that, dude.
Would you like that though? If there was a hardcore version of Heist and you lost all your items every time you died?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I would like having
your equipment and stuff like that, and like the body armor that you got.
Yeah, I would like there to be 2 versions of it, where one is like that and one is the kind of the way it is. Because I do like that it's a little bit different than CS:GO, but I do see what you're saying.
It'd be a lot more competitive here. It would be a lot more tactical, that's what they want, right?
Right, and that's why I'm saying I think having 2 versions of it would be good.
They said in a post when I think it was in the stream, or I think I was reading a trial intel that they were pitching Heist as like a party mode.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I heard that. But it feels more tactical than party mode.
Which is interesting, that they want to push it as that.
Control feels more party mode to me than Heist.
Yeah, I did not like Control. I did like Heist though, from what I played. It won't be my main mode, but I'll enjoy popping in every once in a while.
I think they got it backwards. We'll see. The community will tell later on, but
yeah, that's true. Treyarch is the one out of the 3 devs that is good about listening.
Well, I saw a lot of the strike team. Those dudes fucking suck, dude. They were getting stuck on doors left and right every time I saw it. You guys saw that?
That are like the Titanfall ones that are like AI controlled, like soldiers.
Dude.
Yeah,
they were getting stuck on walls and doors. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I saw them once, and the guy was like looking straight at me, and like, what? He was like as stupid as like the base guys in Titanfall 2, where it's like, why aren't you like? Are you giving me points? I'll take the points.
Like whatever, cool. But yeah, it feels good. They balance a bunch of stuff. The spawns felt a lot better. I had fun.
Yeah, Jeff, did you hit rank 40 in it? Because Miguel and I both hit rank 40. We got that.
Nah, I definitely didn't.
Super rare permanent unlocked.
You went ham one of those days too.
Dude, Tay and I, because Tay played it with me Saturday.
She did.
We sat down at like 6:30, and we looked up, and it was like half past midnight. And we're like, we've been playing for 6 hours. Holy shit!
That means it's a good game.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I'm a lot more excited for it than I was before. Obviously, before the beta, I wasn't really that excited at all. So
keep it on the.
Talk about the beta. They first showed off the first like mini teaser trailer of Blackout.
All right.
Solos, duos, and quads.
And
they can't afford that. They can't afford the S.
they put the S on the back.
Yeah.
And it's coming out on September 10th. First on the PlayStation.
Yeah, so that's
a Monday.
Oh, is it
weird? Yeah, that's a Monday.
Is it a week-long thing, or is it just?
It probably is. I'm assuming it's gonna be like a week.
They need a lot of beta.
I mean, that usually.
It is a totally new mode, so I can understand maybe they want a week of it versus like multiplayer. They know like they can afford to give us 2 days because generally it's the same.
Is it gonna be the whole week, and then is it gonna be 2 weeks for PlayStation and 1 week for like Xbox and PC?
Yeah, that's a good call because even if let's say there's a week buffer, that's the 17th. That's 10 to the 7, let's say, and then add a 7. Then you got 24th. So then 24th, you're starting another 7. That's already like 2 weeks before the game comes out. But either way, I mean, this beta is coming out less than a month from now, and we still haven't seen anything besides that one little 10-second thing.
Quick call that I'm gonna make.
Call it.
They're gonna if you pre-order digitally, they're gonna leave the Blackout open until the game launches. For whoever, like, it's gonna be a week, and then
it's interesting. That's an interesting call. I like that.
And pre-order right now, first week of October.
Right now, they would get me. Keep playing.
They would get me if they did that.
I would too. They will get me.
That's something I would be like, oh, fuck, you got me. That's actually a good.
That'd be a good way to push sales before the game comes out, and sales that that obviously you're gonna get more money than in retail. So
and drive pre-orders, insane.
Exactly.
And maybe even get the hype going to pull people away from maybe Red Dead or
Fortnite. No, I mean
Battlefield. Battlefield is what they want to kill the week, because Battlefield's coming out first, right?
Oh, it is coming out first?
I thought that.
So if Battlefield's coming out first and they did that, that's essentially giving you the Blackout game.
No,
is the other one?
No.
Battlefield's after.
Call of Duty first, and then a week after is Battlefield, and then a week after that is
okay. All right, because I was gonna say if they did that, you basically get full access to Blackout the same week that Battlefield launches, but it's opposite. So would have been bold, but that'd be cool. I like that prediction. Interesting.
But yeah, and then you want to talk about it's we saw the Red Dead 2 trailer.
Quick thing about there's a game that is free to play that launched
Warface
Tuesday. Yeah, Warface. It's an early access preview or whatever it's called on the PlayStation.
Oh, it's on PlayStation. Okay.
Yes, it's on PlayStation. I got home. I was ready to go in there, and it's free to play. I was ready to download it and play it and tell you guys about it, but they pulled a fast one. You can only buy it. So you're able, if you want to play it right now, you're able to pay $20 for one of the starter packs,
like
or $60 for everything. Yeah.
So
and
it's like
gonna
what Paladins
like 18. I'm like, why not just say that instead of it's free to play?
Because they got
on Switch did, only they were upfront about it. Like, hey, listen, we're doing the Founders Pack now on Switch. It'll be free later.
So I'm like trying to find where the game is for free. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I had to go and check like Twitter and stuff. I was so annoyed.
Fucked up.
Good heads up though.
Yeah.
And then actually the last thing when I was playing, bunch of Destiny finally finished the Solstice of Heroes armor, the purple armor set. Right. And quick review on the whole event. Top notch grind. Bungie. They made clear goals, made them achievable yet still difficult, made them challenging but still fun. And it's really, I thought it was a very well done event. It took me 15 days to get.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, I was really on and off. I didn't even get to play that much Black Ops 4. But got the whole armor set on one character, all the purple, and I just need to masterwork it. And those are like Prestige the Raid, Prestige and Nightfall. But I'm definitely gonna do that. But yeah, Solstice of Heroes. Hype.
Oh, I tried Hue, the game for free.
Oh, how'd you like it?
It was boring, so I stopped.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean it's a puzzle if you're not into puzzle games.
No, it was too easy, dude. I was like, what the fuck am I wasting my time? I'm sure it got harder
the first,
later,
like, 2 or 3 are kind of easy, and then it
was just like I'm just done. So I started playing Battlefield 4.
Nice. Oh wow.
I was like, fuck this.
That is such a good. I feel you. Oh, I bet you got the map with like the bridge in the middle and the towers. It's like the city map. There's like a little tunnel type thing.
No.
That's a classic.
Oh, there is another thing that I picked up this past week. I forgot to mention. The whole QuakeCon. There was a QuakeCon sale.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And actually, I downloaded Quake Champions because it's free to play now, but I didn't play it.
That's way too fast paced for me, dude. I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't try
playing that at PAX and stuff. Oh my god, I'm like, what are they?
People play it at like literally, not joking, like 600 frames per second. And it's like I can't. I'll throw. I downloaded it to try it, but I haven't played. Yeah, it's exclusively Steam.
Okay,
or exclusively PC rather. I'm sure you can get it not on Steam, but
I don't think so. It's on Steam though. I think it's in Battle.net or whatever their service is.
No, I mean
it's
Bethesda.
I mean, I downloaded it on Steam, but you could probably download it from their website too. I just meant PC exclusive.
No, I was just wondering if they're doing a Fallout thing with that.
No, I mean it's maybe later, but right now I downloaded it on Steam. But what I did pick up was the Prey and Dishonored 2 bundle, because I had Dishonored 2 on Xbox, but it was one of those things like I just don't want to fucking look at my Xbox, so I was just never gonna go back to it there.
Stealth game, right?
Yeah. So I love Dishonored 1. I beat Dishonored 1, and I dabbled a little bit with 2 on Xbox, but again, I don't want to even look at my Xbox. But I picked it up. I really wanted to get Prey because I've been hearing about Prey since last year, and everyone kind of hyped it up as like it's like BioShock, and it's like we'll see because obviously I'm a big BioShock fan. Prey is fucking rad. Like I kind of went in with not low expectations, but kind of just like average. Like it'll be all right. And I fucking really dig it, man. It's very cool. I understand the BioShock kind of comparisons now. First of all, you start with a wrench. If you're like me, you try to use the wrench as often as possible. Just to conserve ammo and stuff. But it's so tense. It's not like scary, but it's tense because the main enemies, they're called mimics. They could turn into anything. I don't know if you guys either you played Prey, and I know it's old at this point, but it's so cool because you walk into a room and you're like, fuck, literally anything in this room could be an enemy. There's a coffee mug, there's some books on a shelf, like there's like 3 chairs, any of those 3 or all 3 of them could be it. So it's very cool. And then Dishonored 2 I'm having fun with. I just want to give a shout out to Bethesda's fucking absolutely terrible auto graphics settings. Where Fallout 4 and
you're playing it on PC, right?
Both of them I'm playing on PC. Fallout 4 and Dishonored 2 both auto detected my computer as very low. But I'm running at high 60 frames per second, so it's very weird. I think it's maybe because I have a notebook processor. So it's just assuming because it's a laptop, it's not going to run it good. But
and they always lowball you just like because they don't.
But very low, like that's not right.
Yeah, low on everything. That's whack.
Not even low, very low. But anyways, wow. That was my Bethesda tangent.
Yeah, I never got into either of those. I feel
like you would like Dishonored.
I actually didn't. I beat Dishonored 1. I enjoyed it, and Dishonored 2. Maybe it was wrong place, wrong time, but
that's kind of where I was. When it launched.
It's too. What's the word? Like premeditated. Like for me, like. I feel like I have to think about it way too much in advance and like worry about where like 8 guys are walking. I guess I'm not really stealth.
Whereas like Metal Gear, you can kind of free ball it.
Metal Gear always allows you to fuck up situations, and that's really like the most stealth I like.
And you can fuck up Dishonored and just kind of roll with it and stab everyone to death, but there's consequences.
I found it much harder because you have no ammo. But it is not time to play Dishonored 2 because it is time for the Allen's Report.
There'll be some news.
There are 612 new items this week. We may not get to all of them though, so we'll get to some.
A captain's count, maybe.
First up, let's actually cover what we were just talking about. QuakeCon. QuakeCon. And then we'll get to Red Dead. Doom Eternal, not even trailer, just like 15, 20-minute long gameplay sessions, as well as Rage 2, similar situation, a little shorter. Doom Eternal. Woo.
It looks badass, dude.
What got me like really into it was seeing the grapple in action, because it's
on the
shotgun.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not like classic grapple where it's like you aim at something and like maybe your left hand does it or something, and like it's a shift of animation. This one, it's coming out of the gun, right? Is that what it's doing?
Yeah, it's on the bottom of the shotgun.
Or it's like an underbarrel, and I'm like, damn, that's cool. So you could literally grapple. You're going in and like shoot him like
punch him right in the face too.
Yeah, the new what do they call them? Like glory kills? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I think it's glory kills. When they glow and then you like rip
and then you melee. Literally, and look insane. The worlds, the levels are way more varied. Like if there was one thing I could say like I was a little on the first Doom, would be that it was like kind of too samey. But this is just like the two levels they showed up are so vastly different.
I think that Doom 1, I love Doom 1, the 2016, obviously. If we're talking about Doom 1, if we say Doom 1, I think it's pretty obvious we mean the 2016.
They did address that. Like why they didn't call it Doom 2. And they're like, the director was like, well, Doom 1, everyone refers as Doom 2016 instead of like regular Doom. Like Doom 1, everybody knows Doom 1. So instead of calling it this one, Doom 2, 2000 and what it's gonna come out 19, right?
Yeah.
Or this year. Yeah. Instead of that, let's just call it something else.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I dig that too. I typically like when games have like an actual second, like kind of sub name to it versus just adding a number to it. Like certain games warrant it, like the Mass Effect trilogy, like Mass Effect 1, 2, 3. That makes sense. But games like BioShock Infinite, I like that it was Infinite instead of BioShock 3.
Yeah, when they're not
because it was its own thing. So,
but by that Bethesda logic, then why wouldn't they just name Doom 2016 something else? Well,
it was just Doom.
Yeah, they talked about it.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah,
but I
like,
really
called it something else. But
okay, cool.
But I love Doom 2016. I think that Doom Eternal is doing what I wanted from a Doom sequel, in that not every game do I want them to totally overhaul everything and add all kinds of crazy shit. Sometimes I just want more. Sometimes I want more of the same.
With a little extra little sauce right there on top.
Like
little cherry on top.
Like Division 2. Just make the Division 1 in a new location. That's all I want. You know what I mean? Maybe some new abilities, whatever. But Doom Eternal is doing the other kind of side of that coin, where it's like, no, we're going balls to the wall with this one, and I'm excited for it. It looks fucking awesome.
The narrative also does look better. Like that scene when he was walking through the thing and used the guy's key card as like while it was on his neck, and like that looked like way better than any of the like hologram stories.
I don't know. You don't remember that the first time you was it the face scanner or the hand scanner where like he picks up like the dead guy's corpse, like smashes his face into the face scanner or something like that.
That's like close to the beginning.
Yeah, no, those are like badass moments, but I'm saying like like it seems like it's on Earth. It's on Earth now, right?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell on Earth was the whole pitch.
Yeah. And then they also showed Rage 2. Yeah. There you go.
Avalanche is the main studio developing the game, which is the guys that made the Game of the Century. Mad Max. So and they did show fucking vehicle combat, which that's what I wanted. So I started watching it and I was like, it's Mad Max 2, dude.
It's the Mad Max team.
But first person.
Yes, it is.
It's not the just
first person. Yeah. No, it's the Mad Max team.
Mad Max team. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's wild how similar, but yeah, it looks so cool. I just skimmed the trailer.
It looks. It has a lot more
different
color
studios
than the first one.
Like I thought they were like totally different companies. The one that did Just Cause and the one that did.
No, Avalanche.
It's Avalanche, but one studio's in like fucking.
Yeah, but I thought that they were different Avalanches. Maybe I might be thinking something else. Never mind.
A lot more color this time.
There's a lot more color. I guess there's like a jungle plays, a desert, forest plays.
Some different biomes. I like that.
But, yeah, so
my friend bought my friend that I Steam share with picked up the first Rage for like $2 on Steam. So I never played the first one.
Like
so maybe I'll fuck around with it, but it looks cool. I like that it's not trying to ape Borderlands, and we all kind of assume when it was first announced, we're like, it's gonna be just like it's gonna try and rip off Borderlands, and it's not. It looks like it's kind of doing its own thing, but still
it's Mad Max.
Right, it looks like Mad Max, but kind of
first person,
taking a beat from Borderlands. You know what I mean? Versus trying.
It looks like a mix of the two, because Mad Max is of course like way more grittier.
Yep.
And then lastly,
we
the next
saved
game.
the last.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, dude.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Well, before we jump into that, because
part
we're going to talk
one.
about that a bit, do you want to finish with the Bethesda stuff?
Oh, what
Yeah, I
else?
think we should finish it. Yeah, we should finish it.
What other?
So
Bethesda
there's
news?
the Elder Scrolls Legends news
Oh.
and the Dishonored news.
Yeah, so Bethesda Softworks is pressuring Sony to change its mind, much maligned ban on crossplay, but not for its tentpole holiday release. The Elder Scrolls Legends, not Fallout 76, is the game for which Bethesda most wants Sony to change its policy, when it would be nice to have crossplay on Fallout 76. While it would be nice to have crossplay on Fallout 76, Pete Hines said it's okay if that's not possible. But for Legends, it's absolutely critical. Both crossplay, which is how Legends works right now on every device, you're playing against somebody who could be on any device. And more importantly, cross-platform progression means no matter what you do on any platform, you load up the game, and so long as you're logged in, here's all your progression, here's everything you had, everything you were doing.
So for this, I feel like I would be the best to comment on this just because I play Hearthstone, and that's kind of
the Elder
similar.
Scrolls. Yeah, this is the Elder Scrolls card game.
Yeah. So I could never, ever imagine me logging into Hearthstone on iPhone and having to use the same account than on PC. I could just never imagine that. And so that kind of also makes sense with Elder Scrolls Legends, where it's like, okay, you play on PC.
And not having the same account, you mean, right?
Right. I can never imagine not being able to use the same account.
Okay, yeah.
So it's the same thing. It's the same exact concept with Elder Scrolls Legends, where I don't play it, but like I said, I play a lot of Hearthstone, and it's kind of the same deal where Elder Scrolls Legends is already interacting with everything else. Like, and you could play on PC and play with someone on Switch when it launches on Switch. You know what I mean? And for them to have only one platform where you have your own, just a collection completely walled off, for that, it just doesn't make any sense. For Fallout, I understand what Pete Hines is saying, where it's like, games already kind of exist in a walled garden. Like Division 2 is not going to have crossplay between platforms. You know what I mean? So I don't know why I keep bringing up Division 2. I'm just really excited for it.
Nice.
But
I get what you're saying.
Like you can't play Black Ops 4 with people on Xbox from PlayStation. So he kind of understands. Like that's kind of how it is for those big AAA tentpole games. But for Elder Scrolls Legends, their vision is like solid. Like that's their vision, and they're not changing for anything. So they would rather not have it on that platform than have to make a separate instance for it.
I mean, but based on like what Hines is saying here, I feel like you could use the same logic for Fortnite, because we want for Fortnite to have any device you log in, could you have the same progression, and what you do on any platform, you load up on another platform. But I guess because it's cards, it's bigger.
Well,
it's not bigger than Fortnite.
No, I'm saying it's bigger to the game. Having the cross.
Like it's more important,
more helpful, yeah,
because you need a gigantic pool of players in a card game like that. Fortnite, there's gonna be plenty of players on each ecosystem, and also I think Fortnite, Sony will make the case of, well, games like this were always like this, whereas card games have always kind of been play wherever you are, and do whatever you know what I mean.
I forgot where I saw this, but damn, I forgot where it was. I want to say Kotaku. Shout out to them. But they pretty much had an article which is like, yeah, Sony was right for holding off on the crossplay shit and not giving in during June. It's like, guess what? People like stop talking about it or talking less about it than in June, and they were just not stalling, but trying to wait out the storm. And they kind of won. So hopefully this will stir up some storms again. And next up, from an interview with VG247, Arcane Studios, makers of Dishonored, lead designer Ricardo Bear says that Dishonored is taking a break for the moment. Not really surprising. I mean, games were of good quality, of course, but the sales have just been really low.
I feel like
for Dishonored 2,
especially Death of the Outsider, I think sold really not great. But it's both a bummer and understandable, because I really, like I said earlier, I really love Dishonored 1, and I'm enjoying what I'm playing right now of Dishonored 2, but how many people are like me where it's like, I'll wait on, I mean, I guess I did buy it at launch and I just didn't play it, but
nice.
But how many people, if I had not bought it on Xbox originally, how many people were like me where they waited until like 2 years later to buy it on Steam on sale, so it's a bummer, but hopefully they do something new. I mean, I'm enjoying Prey as well, and they also made that, so
keep reading that quote.
The thing that is important to us as a studio are coherent, deep world building and environmental storytelling. We're always going to craft spaces that you feel like you're visiting, whether it's Dunwall or Talos 1. Talos 1, where's that from?
That's Prey.
And
Okay.
then Red.
Being able to incorporate more online sharing and multiplayer stuff, we totally might do that. Yeah, is it the classic thing? Single player games can't exist and they have to go
whatever
multiplayer.
the next Dishonored comes out, there's I'm guaranteeing it.
Dishonored
There's gonna
Battle
be
Royale.
some there you go. Stealth Battle Royale.
Could you imagine it's just 100 people all hiding around
In bushes.
in like bushes and shit?
Spawn with the bush.
Fucking kill me. Oh my god.
The next Dishonored will have some type of multiplayer.
I could see like a Watch Dogs type multiplayer where it's not required, but it's kind of like a
or even shout out to Doom's multiplayer, Doom Eternal. At the end of the trailer, they showed off you can invade other people's worlds. I mean, that they could do that in Dishonored. Why not? But that in Doom
Eternal, it's easy for Doom because you can show up as a demon. You know,
that's gonna be so fun.
Maybe there's a variation of that you could do with Dishonored. Maybe.
Yeah. And then
maybe it'll be similar to what Assassin's Creed had.
That was actually I love that.
Like daily challenges and stuff.
No, the multiplayer.
Oh, you're talking like like the old because Origins was like daily challenges and stuff.
No,
way back.
Like the actual multiplayer. But I forgot about that. I liked Black Flag's multiplayer. I didn't play it a lot, but what I did play it, I liked.
Did it have multiplayer? What was it?
Black Flag had it.
Was it like the stealth and like
it was like PvP.
Okay, yeah, the same as the other ones. I loved it.
All right, let's get to
Red Dead 2 trailer. Starts off classic everything we said, literally. It's
like exactly everything all of a sudden.
The calm lady voice explaining what's going on.
Red Dead Redemption 2, you play as Arthur Morgan.
The reaction button things.
Arthur Morgan's from Dexter. What's the main character's name?
Morgan Arthur. No, Arthur. No?
Arthur, yeah.
But it's not Morgan, though. Arthur Morgan was John Lithgow's character from season 4 of Dexter.
Arthur Morgan, yeah. Who is Arthur Morgan? Red Dead Redemption 2, IGN.
So what the fuck am I thinking then? Is that the same fucking? Hold on, maybe I'm getting the names confused then. Anyways, continue.
But yeah, the standout moment for me in the trailer, honestly, was when you walk by these guys like doing like shady stuff, and you could.
That's what I was thinking.
There you go. And you could either
Mr. Morgan,
like confront, aggressive, or just like leave
the choices. The choices that you have,
and it's so because before that it's literally walk up to bad guys, they'll shoot you. Stay away from bad guys. They'll have a voice line that says "get away," and they won't shoot you. But now just having this interactivity with these guys, and maybe there's a follow-up question that you could say, like if you're like aggressive.
There is a part in the trailer that I guess someone's like assaulting someone, and you're in your horse, and you come in it, and he turns around towards you, and he tells you to move on or something like that.
Yeah,
and you have the choices of to do something or just keep moving or draw your gun, and I think she chose to keep moving, so he says like
he just walked away for the trailer.
He just walked away, which is pretty cool. There's like a one-hit system too. I don't know if you noticed that. And you can like talk your way out of it. Like instead of having a shootout, when you the one-hit thing is like all red, you could talk yourself out of that.
It's like a more natural version of like I guess the speech skill tree in like Bethesda games, where it's like 50% this is going to work, and then you hit it and it's like success. But this is like it actually is doing it all like.
They did say if I was watching like IGN and GameStop like because they play the game already, and they did say if you keep doing the same thing over and over, like tucking your way out, it's gonna get to the point that that's not gonna work anymore.
Interesting.
So you're gonna have
forcing you to do other stuff. But yeah, it just looks so beautiful.
So
honestly, I've also been playing a bunch of Red Dead this week. After that trailer,
it was running on the PS4 Pro.
Was it? Nice.
Yes.
Good shit.
I did notice it was PlayStation, not Xbox. Because I remember Gary Whitta on Kind of Funny Games Daily. He's like, "Oh, they'll have a play on Xbox One X." I was like, "I don't know. They're aligned.
It's promoted. PlayStation's promoted.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like they're aligned with PlayStation."
But I mean, yeah, shocking. Still, that's not coming to PC because I can only imagine what it would look like on PC. But yeah, no, the physics as well. The ragdolling just looks so much better.
Dude, the guy got shot. he was running towards him
does the steps,
after,
and he does the steps.
and he just starts like oh dude, I was like, I got a massive boner there.
I'm just so excited. But yeah, no, I was playing Red Dead and I went through Mexico. Far Away came on, and I'm like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious I'm the one that's least hyped out of the three of us for it.
It's
not that I'm not interested
get into the first one, right?
Yeah, I didn't really play the first one. My brother's buying this one, and he's buying it physical. He's using my GC. Yep.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna borrow
this extra.
I'm gonna borrow from him when he's bored from it. Because there's so much stuff coming out in October, and I'm really excited for Black Ops 4. It's something I can play with Tay, and so I don't know.
That's the only thing you're.
I don't want to force it because I do feel like I had to kind of rush God of War, and like I loved God of War. Don't get me wrong; it's still it's top 3, I think, for my game of the year as of right now. But I did feel like I
rushed it, or you wanted to play it so bad.
Well,
which is a different thing.
I do think that I rushed it faster than I intended. I think I probably would have taken another week or two with it if I could.
It is a long game. You could take your time with it.
I probably would have wanted to take my time, maybe a week or two more with it, but I wanted to talk about it on the show, so that's why I got through it really fast. But I think that's gonna be my policy really going forward. Is I'll just have to step away if you guys are gonna talk about spoilers. If I don't finish something, because there was another game that I like, Assassin's Creed. That game's gonna be way too big.
Oh, that's
for me to try and burn through it.
They released another trailer about that today. That looks amazing.
They said it's gonna be bigger than Origins. What the fuck? Origins was already way too big. So I don't know. Tay wanted to get it for her. I told her, I was like, listen, either you play it by yourself and I'll watch, or we can take turns playing it. We cannot both play that game. Like, it's gonna be too big. She's the one that said she wanted to play it when I first got at E3.
I think turns would probably be good for games like that.
Yeah, but
and then one more thing I wanted to say about Red Dead, but I'm blanking on it. Oh yeah, and then it ends, and it's like, next time we'll show you this gameplay thing, and I'm like, oh my god, are they just going to show all of the parts in like one stream? But then it ended.
No, it ended. They're the next word. They're going to talk about missions, I think.
Yeah, did they give it? No, the Deadeye system that they have it up in like next time.
They talk about. They said it's going to be like missions and stuff like that.
Yeah, missions and stuff like that. And
did they give it date, did they?
Like outposts?
No, they didn't.
Damn it.
It does look really good.
Dude, there's so much.
I don't want to downplay it. For me personally, I'm not as interested in it, but it does look really good.
For example, there's gonna be like some type of camp system or home base. Are you gonna be able to like just try not to fuck with that? And when you come back, are they all dead or something? Or like, are they gonna be pissed off?
Like I really hope
you're able to move too.
I don't know. I really hope that it's more like Final Fantasy 15's like camping system and less like I'm trying to burn through this game, but all of a sudden, you have 3 people sick with dysentery and everyone's hungry, so you got to go hunting for an hour. And it's like, I hope it's not like that.
I'm sure there's gonna be missions doing that, and there's gonna be.
I'm actually now that you bring it up, I'm wondering how they're gonna mix that whole like lone horseman type thing, but also you're in a game.
Oh, they did say, if you get your horse and it dies, it's dead. You got to go through all the...
Gotta buy another horse.
Trying to get another horse, tame it, and try to get those abilities that the horse has.
What if it's a DLC horse? Also, by the way, they showed off like in detail all the stuff that you get for the extra $20 version. And I don't know, that never really seemed like
I'm getting
necessary. Yeah. It seems just like a lot of like in-game resources and bonuses.
I mean, it's technically not $20 for me. It's like $3 more than the base game. So I'm
because you have the Gamers Club on.
Exactly. It's $64 instead of 80. So
yeah, I'm sure we'll talk more about Red Dead next time we see a one of these gameplay videos. Oh, yeah. But let's move on to the next piece of news over at PlayStation Blog. July's top downloads from the PlayStation Store. Back on top is the King, Grand Theft Auto 5 for PS4. I guess everyone's getting excited for Red Dead.
It was on sale. Just
saying. I mean, it's always on sale though.
Did you say Grand Theft Auto 4?
5.
For some reason, I thought he said 4. Oh, maybe I don't know.
Rocket League, No Man's Sky at number 3. Good for them.
Nice little
next update pushing it.
Destiny 2 at number 5. Not surprising. This is like usually when everyone buys the game before. Like this is when I bought Destiny 1 before Taken King. On PSVR games, we have Rick and Morty Virtual Rick Alley, PSVR Worlds at number 2.
You skipped 2 big ones that I was surprised seeing here on the PS4.
Number 6, Dark Side. Yeah. Number 6,
Minecraft.
Darksiders. Stopped and started.
I love how
Minecraft
all three of us are probably going to have different ones that we thought we should bring up.
And Horizon.
At number 10, yeah.
There's no God of War. There's no
I think it was on sale
anymore.
Fallout 4 was on sale as well for the QuakeCon sale.
Need for Speed is at 9 for fuck's sake. That game 99
that
cents.
had to be on sale for like 9 cents.
I mean that's better than the newer one. So
yeah,
that's true.
What I hear.
Is that the one that had like the weird like live action cutscenes in the middle?
That was the Run.
Yeah, the new one. Yes.
That one was whack.
What was the new one called? No, the new one was the Fast and Furious one. Wasn't live action.
Something. It's
Payback. Payback.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like trying really hard to be.
It was worse than Need for Speed, dude, than the regular one, the older one.
This one I think is the 2015 one. Free-to-play games, we have Fortnite back on top, H1Z1, Defiance 2050, Brawlhalla, and Fallout Shelter made its way up to number 5. Vita games, we have Persona 4 Golden, Stardew Valley, and God of War Collection.
Miguel, did you play, just going back to the free-to-play games, did you try the Defiance 2050 anymore, or just kind of what you said last week is all you played?
Yeah, I just played that one time, and like I said, it's just... There was nothing that grabbed me. Like, there's nothing really...
Nothing special about like Warframe. It has kind of that distinct kind of feel to it. Whereas that game,
like it's
I didn't even download. I was gonna down. I think I started the download, then looked at like the pictures for it, and then I canceled.
I mean, the third person like shooting, it's not good. It's just okay.
That's the thing. Like at least Warframe has good gameplay.
Yeah, and here that's pretty much what you're doing. You're gonna be shooting, and it's not that good. So I'm like, I'm good. I don't need that. I just wait for The Division 2. Couple more months. Couple more months.
Blog introducing the 500 million limited edition PS4 Pro, commemorating 500 million systems sold. So this is the blue translucent, getting that old Game Boy Color, plastic see-through vibe. The DualShock is, the system is, and the camera is. Only going to make 50,000 of these. Shout out finally the first ever PlayStation system with a 2 terabyte built-in hard drive. Thank you. I mean, the fucking blog calls it massive, but I just call that standard. And is going to be available for $500. Pretty expensive, but I mean, this is going to be a limited edition.
The price of a Pro,
with the
or is the Pro 400?
No, the Pro's 400 at launch, I thought.
Yeah, it's 400. I'm going crazy. I'm thinking Xbox.
And it comes with the camera too.
And it comes with the camera.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the Xbox One X.
Yeah, that is expensive.
I'm not gonna lie. If I do find it,
you gonna pick it up?
I'm probably gonna buy it.
If I had the extra cash, dude, I would get it too. It's really nice.
I
did
mention
mention for
to you guys
$65. That's gonna be standalone.
Yeah, it's gonna be standalone.
Nice too.
It's gonna start being available on August 24th. So if you're listening to this Friday, you got probably like a week or so before it starts. I did mention to you guys that I'm thinking of getting another Pro, and because I don't want to be switching the Pro back and forth, because I want to play more on the Pro than the regular one, because I was playing on the regular original PS4. They launched day one, I guess.
Is your setup in the same room, or you have it in a totally different room?
The Pro goes in the same room or upstairs. So
okay, I was gonna say you could just get like a really long HDMI cable, but if it's in a different room, then
I do like bounce it up and forward. And I moved the PS4 Pro to like the setup right here, and I download all the games that I usually play. So
runs way better, right?
Run better. Games do look a little bit better.
The system itself is what runs way better.
It does.
Like the whatever you want to call the cross media, but whatever it is. It just it loads everything way faster. I was playing on I was gonna stream from my Arkham Knight PS4, the original PS4, and it wouldn't even like load like a menu. I'm like, this is fucking unacceptable. So,
and I hope, because there are gonna be special serial numbers. I don't know if you guys read that.
If you look at the image for it, there's a little plate that has the number on it.
It's gonna have the I guess 09995. It's the original launch date for PlayStation, which is September 9, 1995. and small little things like that. I hope I get one of those. That'd be cool. But I'm sure
the other two are the PS4 launch, which makes sense, and then the PSVR one, which is like what?
Which is kind of weird, but
sure.
I mean, is it too much? That's the question. $500.
I mean,
for the extra hard drive space. Does it come with?
Because you're pretty much, honestly, you're pretty much paying $100 more to upgrade to the 2 terabyte instead of 1.
Yeah.
So it's $100 for that and the extra 1 terabyte and the camera, which I don't think it's much.
That's not
I think it's something.
Yeah, a pro retail right now, like base price is $400, right?
Yes.
I don't know where that's a 3 fee. Yeah, for $100 for an extra I mean, you'd be spending what, $60, $70 on a 2 terabyte hard drive, and then
it's around like
cameras. I think the camera's $40 as well.
I think it went up to 50, right?
It might, yeah.
60 or 50.
I get why it's an extra $100. It is a super limited edition. They want it to feel like a premiere version of it.
It looks so fucking good.
I really do like it.
$500 billion. Next up, jumping back to Battlefront 2 controversy. Speaking with GameIndustry.biz, speaking with Executive Vice President of Strategic Growth Matt Bilby, explains how the world's second largest game publisher has changed its approach. I ran a team internally with Patrick Sutherland, EA CDO, Chief Design Officer, post Battlefront to actually redesign our game development framework and testing platform to ensure we're giving our game teams the right guidance. We'll call it an EA moral compass. At the beginning of development, we're designing our live service early. We're testing it early, testing it with gamers who are giving us feedback so we ensure those pillars of fairness, value, and fun are true. I like the idea that before last year, EA had no moral compass. And
so now they're just doing shit that every other multiplayer developer does already. They're like, oh, Treyarch does that already? Oh, let's copy them after.
Well, we're doing this new thing where we're ethical now, so no one else is doing it.
This is
brand new to the industry.
Ridiculous.
I mean,
whatever. At least they're doing it now, but fuck off.
I mean, they didn't do any changes to Madden for the Ultimate Team. So I mean, really, you're still fucking.
EA Sports, I think, is a totally different.
I saw something somewhere. Oh yeah, EA Sports head said he's considering bringing back MVP baseball. I think I saw like an hour ago.
I would.
It's the interview with Brian McCaffrey, the Unfiltered.
Oh yeah, the Unfiltered.
Yeah,
Ryan's doing some good stuff with Unfiltered. Shout out to Ryan McCaffrey.
That's a good episode. You guys should listen to it. Good.
I also saw him talk earlier.
NCAA football.
Oh, what's he say about it?
Not coming out. Main thing was because of the license for the players. Yeah. Remember, there was a big thing.
That was really, I feel like, the main reason.
Yeah. It was pretty much the main reason, and they were like, "Yeah, we were not sure what to do, so we just stopped it." I was like, fucking assholes.
Go check out Ryan McCaffrey's Unfiltered podcast on IGN.
Read the next, because it's with Electronic Arts.
Speaking of Patrick Sutherland, he is leaving the company after almost 20 years. Sad to see you go. And just rounding off some other news, let's get in quickly. Ubisoft's new open world extreme.
Wait. Before you move on, quick thing on this. Last year, he wanted to leave last year. But I don't know if you guys remember, he got a big ass bonus of
I saw Jason
20,000.
Yeah.
I thought it was 40. It was total. Though. He made like 46 million last year.
Yeah, that was including.
He got a big raise, and he was getting another offer again around like 25 million to come back, and he decided not to.
It's insane.
I wonder why.
Must be nice, right? It must be fucking nice.
He probably got tired after, especially because of Battlefield.
Yeah, just probably getting stressing on you. You know,
he was probably trying to change the company, and they're like, "No, we're sticking to this," and then he's the one taking it.
Maybe, but yeah,
things will change. Maybe this will be like the sledgehammer thing that you talked about.
Nice. Tomorrow. It's
only on a larger scale. All of a sudden, Battlefront 2 is just the best game ever. Like next week.
I doubt it.
Did you fucking imagine?
Steep is no longer coming to the Nintendo Switch because reasons. Nintendo has announced that its online subscription will be launching in the latter half of next month. Remember that you could get a $4, $8, or $20 subscription both at 1, 3, and 12-month tiers.
And there's also like a family version for 35. I think that I'll probably
You could split it on.
You could do like 8 people. So it's like, why not?
Nice. Hard stop here, really quick. I want to talk about this real quick. So this, whatever fucking Alliance servers are gonna have,
it is crazy how there's not so few details.
Not bringing like the old games that people want, right? Like Mario and Mario.
It's bringing like 20 NES games,
and they're gonna keep adding to that too. I'm sure Super Nintendo games will become.
But you can't buy them, right?
No, yeah, the part
you need to have the subscription. But I think once you get them in the subscription, you get the game.
So let's just say that
I think it's plus rotate style, where you need to keep the subscription active.
Yeah, but if you, as long as you stay active, you keep it.
So if you skip 1 month, or what you're going by month, and you skip 1 month, you're screwed, right? Let's just say the first month they had Mario Bros, and then
it's no different than saying if you skip this month of Plus, you're missing out on.
There's no way to buy it. Like I want it.
No, for clarification, that's staying.
Your issue with staying. What he's saying, you can't buy it from the eShop. Like you can't just buy from the eShop. You have to have the subscription.
Because I just want to buy it.
That is stupid as well.
I'm not saying you're wrong in thinking that. I think that's a larger issue of just the virtual console as a whole.
Yeah, how there is no
I think people.
This is the problem. Nintendo owns all these games,
so they can do what they want with them.
And that's why, that's why they're shutting down all the whatever you guys were talking about earlier. What was it?
The emulate,
exactly.
Paradise.
Because they don't do anything about it. Like they have all these games that people want to play. But you don't. It's been how long? Like 2 years since the Switch launched, and nothing.
Yeah, it's
Go
been
buy
a year.
an NES Classic, and those are the only 30 games that they ever made for the NES.
Man.
I'm with you.
I'm with you, but I think that the online people need to stop complaining about $20 a year. For
no, it's not. That's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Your issue, I understand, because you're really
like,
more.
I'm not gonna play online.
You're really more talking about the virtual console than you are about the online service as it is. Because if these games were in the online service and you could buy them separately, then you personally wouldn't have as much of an issue. But I think there's people complaining about, I got to pay for online. You pay $6 a year for Plus.
That's nothing. And I'm sure. And like you said, if you get the family plan. If you got kids or something,
so I think
there you go.
People need to stop complaining about that. I mean, if this is going to make Nintendo's online service actually good, fine, I'll pay the $20.
Are they going to change the ID number thing that you got to share?
Oh my God, the friend code, please, please. That's like I want that more than I want PSN name changes.
That's the joke by at the end of the day that you're paying $20 and we're still using friend codes. Like what the fuck is happening? Get to use your friend codes on this new Switch game. Dark Souls Remastered will be coming out on October 19th.
Finally, isn't it?
Next up,
didn't they announce that like 2 years ago?
But it's been out on PlayStation and Xbox for like 2 months.
No, it was announced, then delayed with like a no release date, and people were like, "Oh, well, they just gonna cancel it," and then they just.
I wonder how it runs.
Give it. People said good from what I heard.
Really?
There was
did it run at 60?
I don't know, but I keep hearing about. I'm not a big Dark Souls guy. But like Blighttown looks good.
Okay, cool.
That's apparently the frame rate on the original version on 360 was like total ass. So
really?
Was the name. Even if it's locked 30, I think I'm still okay with it.
Yeah, 30 is still good. People gotta realize 30 is good. Now entering the deal zone. Right now, GameStop has an incredible deal toward the purchase of a new Xbox One X. The deal is in-store only, but it's worth the trip to your nearest location. If you want to score a great price on an Xbox One X, you can get 300 credit towards the purchase of a brand new Xbox One X by trading in your PS4 Pro, $250 credit for trading in a Nintendo Switch, Xbox One S, PS4 Slim, or PS4 Original, and $200 credit trading credit for an original Xbox One.
Now, is the X on sale as well?
No, probably not.
No, it's not. So it's regular price, but you get the extra
regular price.
Because I would consider trading in my 1S towards it, but I don't have the extra $250. So if it was like it's on sale for $400, now I'm gonna come up with $150. I would think about it. But.
I was hoping
that PRS thing that I shread.
Yeah, dude, you nailed it, bro. Someone hire this man.
Did we just get paid to say that?
That was not a GameStop ad, by the way.
No, it's not.
Gameplay coming up next door.
This is a good way to like upgrade the system. Like if you have a Xbox S or something like that.
Especially time for Forza Horizon 4.
Yeah.
If you have a broken one of these systems and you're trying to get off and it's like not sell on eBay to someone that will get pissed off, you'll give it to them. They don't even check it.
I can verify that sometimes they do not check it because I traded in a bunch of broken shit that they quote unquote tested and then took it anyways. So I'm like, okay.
What has to be broken? Yeah. It has to be broken to a degree. If it's fucking like there's an axe in it or some shit.
Yeah. And then GameFly has a bunch of games under 20 bucks.
Sale. Yeah, it's pretty similar to the sales they've always had. World War II is at $20. If you're a subscriber though, and you have the 10% discount, it's at $18.
Yeah, if you subscribe for more than 6
Origins,
months,
it's $20.
Origin is $20. Metal Gear Survives like $9, I think, without this discount.
It's $9.
Yeah.
No, there was another one that I
Shadow War.
Shadow of War. There we go.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z. $30. Every time I see it, I fucking have this internal.
Monster Hunter, $20.
It's not bad. Dragon Quest Builders on Switch, $31. Still a little pricey for that game, but it's a fun game. So
yeah, it's if you want cheap games, it came out in the last year.
Of the Colossus. I'm like, I really want to rebuy. I didn't buy it. I rented it, but I like really want to get Shadow of the Colossus. But I know in my heart of hearts it'll be a plus game at some point next year.
$16.
You know what I mean? Like I just know at some point next, like in 2019 or 2020, it's gonna be a plus game. So it's like just
6 months. Oh, Dead by Daylight and what's the other one?
Mafia 3.
Oh, nice.
The game that I saw here that I might pick up. It's Evil Within. It's $15.
The first one or the second one?
Second one.
Did you play the first one?
No.
I don't think you need to.
Nah, probably.
I think a recap's on YouTube.
Yeah. Or just watch like a 5-minute video of like a recap from IGN or something.
The Evil Within in 5 minutes.
Yeah, something like
Spoilers.
Like, I don't care. Like, the gameplay seemed good, so I'm like, whatever.
Dude, Shadow of the Colossus came out this year.
Yeah. I'm going to drop you this one.
You guys are going to be real mad at me when I eventually put that in my top 5 this year.
No,
if not like top 3 or 2.
Yeah, Forsaken's gonna be my top 2.
Dude, I can't believe your first time playing it, right?
It was my first time ever playing Shadow of the Colossus. I cannot believe how much I still like. I want to go back to it. Like I fucking loved that.
And you did finish it, right?
Last boss aside, I did beat it. Last boss aside, that made me want to fucking break my PlayStation. But other than that,
I remember you going fucking ballistic.
I still think about Shadow of the Colossus. I fucking loved it.
Hey, I know you said you wanted to try Survive. $10 now, bro. I'm just saying.
No, I rented it when
it came out.
I rented it when it came out, and it was terrible.
Yeah, I remember you hating on it.
Yeah.
But Metal Gear Survive is not a game that came out this week because now it is time to let you know what's new games you can play right now. It's the weekend playlist.
That was like kind of fucked up, but whatever.
It didn't even make any sense. First up here, we have for PlayStation, Death's Gambit, PS4, Detective Gallo, PS4, Dog Gone Golfing, PS4, Domino Craft, PSVR, Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 2.
What the fuck?
I heard the first one's like fun.
Yeah, I remember it being
one of those indie like cult games.
Yeah, I think it's shoot 'em ups. Action platform, running gun, actually, not a shoot 'em up. Hero Defense, PS4 digital. Persian Knights, Sands of Wonders, PS4.
How can we use almost every word in a Prince of Persia game in a different order?
Sands of Wonders, Persian Knights. The font, by the way, is fucking very close. Phantom Doctrine, PS4. State of Mind, PS4 digital. Super Knight Riders, PS4 digital.
Looks like Akira, but with a woman.
Yeah. Terra Tech, PS4 digital. Treadnoughts, PS4 digital. Vroom Kaboom, PS4. Wailing Heights, PS4. This one looks interesting. A body hopping musical adventure game set in with a horror. That's totally wrong. Set in with a horrific hamlet of modern monsters. After being invited to a gig in a town no one's ever heard of, Francis Finkelstein is trapped in a holding cell, charged with the crime of being alive. It looks like a text adventure Halloween game.
It looks like it's trying to be like, I don't know. It's like it looks like it's trying to go for like a Night in the Woods vibe.
Yeah, I was getting that as well. Be interested to look at that. And then lastly, the last game in the series, The Walking Dead, the final season, PS4 digital. Start Clementine's final adventure today. We also have, on
I'm gonna stop you here real quick. Okay, they tweeted it's gonna be 4 episodes. I don't know if that was
instead of 5.
Interesting.
Instead of 5, yeah. And they released the dates when the episodes are gonna actually come out.
Ooh, for like the first time ever, I think.
Yeah,
I think so.
At the bottom, small little letters. they subject to change.
Of course.
But obviously the first one already came out, the 14. The second episode is gonna be September 25th. Third one November 6th, and the last one December 18th.
Now, do we know if this is gonna overlap with any of the episodes? Will it overlap with the launch of Stranger Things, or do we not have any information on the release date of Stranger Things?
Stranger Things is still very TBD because I think Stranger Things it has some
new engine
interaction with Netflix. Like I think if I recall correctly, when they announced it, I think you could play it on Netflix, like with some streaming thing. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know about that. That's gonna be in the new engine, right?
That's gonna be the first game on their new engine. The Walking Dead final season is like the big hurrah to the.
Is it new engine or is it just Unity?
I think it's new to them.
It's new.
Okay,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's when we said new. Yeah, that's what we meant.
I did jump into shout out to Joe Campos. He was streaming it on Mixer. It looked better than whenever I played the first season. Like a lot better. I don't know if it ran better, but it looked good.
Yeah, I still gotta finish. I'm on the final episode of season 1 of The Walking Dead. I just never finished it. I don't know why. Like I know, it's already been spoiled for me. So part of it was that, or it's like I fucking know what happens now. So, but I own seasons 1 and 2.
Hey, bro,
I think I just
Quake Platinum. Quake Platinum, bro.
I know.
Finish it.
I still gotta beat. I gotta finish. Life is Strange Before the Storm. And Wolf Among Us.
Shout out to this week also
Game of Thrones and all those other fucking games. I just don't have time for these. That's why I looked at Detroit and I'm like, you're basically a glorified, really good looking Telltale game, and I don't have time for you.
Speaking of Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead also came back on and had the worst ratings ever. I think it was a 50% drop.
Really?
And yeah, based on the comments, I haven't watched the episode since the first season. But I heard they trashed everything. Like they totally just brought in new main characters and made the beginning
of the point of that
useless.
Right? I mean, so
just kill everything Walking Dead related off on AMC. Like the comics, of course, leave that. Like that's fine. But the show, just fucking kill it.
They needed to end 2 seasons ago, man.
Oh, I know. This new season, I'm lapsed on this is Welcome to Walking Dead podcast. I'm lapsed a season and a half on the show, the main series.
Same.
And I think I might just not even catch up. I might just jump in with the season.
I might jump back and just start watching.
Apparently, there's only been 2 or 3 deaths, and it's no one.
They have the Whispers seem to be coming back, right? Or seem to be coming in.
I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about.
Oh wow, that's you're not up to date with the comics or
No, oh my god, I got
those the Whispers. Any listeners know that is a
I read a
subplot arc.
We're 58 issues in the comics, I think. So I'm nowhere close to caught
up. Yeah, great comic. And then otherwise on the mix tape weekend playlist is Dead Cells on Switch. Dead Cells is actually physical on Switch and PS4. I didn't know that. I thought it was only digital.
Play Dead Cells. Go play it. Everyone play Dead Cells. It's really good.
Send it to me in Gamefly. I'm excited. It also sent me WireWare Gold, which I
don't know if it's going to be my top 5 this year. It might be just because of how much I enjoy playing it.
Do you like it better than Celeste? Question of the week.
I'm gonna have to stew on that until we do our Game of the Year talk. Because Celeste was never my number 1 game of the year. I mean, maybe when it came out because it was in January, but generally speaking, it wasn't ever my number 1 the way other people had it their number 1, but it's up there. So it's gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna have to push one out to fit the other in my top 5 with Celeste and Dead Cells. So we'll see. That's a long way.
I really don't see it becoming part of. I mean, while I know that everyone a lot of people would love to, I don't see it coming to the Game of the Year discussion. Celeste,
I do. Yeah, definitely. You got to remember, a lot of these Game of the Year discussions are happening with a lot of people that are really have a lot of hard-ons for indies. So
because even a AAA game, even Resident Evil kind of got forgotten towards the end of the year because it was such a January.
Not by me, because that was my Game of the Year last year. No, I think Celeste is going to be. It's going to be in talks. I don't know if it's going to win anything, but it's going to definitely be talked about a lot. Definitely.
Drew Smash Bros for Game of the Year. Moving on over to the next segment.
So now it is time for CQC, taught by the boss herself. and then later on topped by Big Boss, and then later on used by Snake and all the other snakes. There's a lot of snakes. Why are there so many snakes? Community question corner. The only question we have this week is from Nathaniel Hicks, who writes in on our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/PS Best Friends, where you can leave us a question or just a statement or, you know, whatever you want. You could tell us anything. We'll talk about it on the show. Unless it's about like something weird. You know, don't talk about like, I don't know. Don't talk about weird stuff. You know the limitations on that. Well, you, Mr. Listener, right now, you know what I'm talking about to not talk about on the Facebook group. Nate says, what's everyone's comfort food game currently? Preferably something besides the routine games everyone is playing, but if nothing else, I'll allow it. So Dead Cells, clearly that's for me. That and Dishonored kind of is. Dishonored 2. It's kind of just like I like that it's a stealth game, and I'm like, I gotta kind of think about what I'm doing. And I'm kind of, I don't know. What about you guys? FIFA 18 also on Switch. I don't know why. I just like, I want to play more Octopath Traveler on my lunch breaks, and then I'm like, I just put on FIFA and I just play a couple matches.
I feel like besides the routine games is kind of saying like, all right, Jeff, don't say Destiny. But of course that is like my definitive gaming comfort food. But otherwise, always has been, always will be, always is right now, Tetris. Whether I bring my Switch onto the train to work one day and I'm playing Puyo Puyo Tetris, just a marathon, or Tetris on the iOS, it is the quintessential comfort food for me. Miguel?
I mean, you guys know what would be for me COD usually when it's good. But
you're gonna say Battlefield 4, aren't you?
Yeah. That's the game that
I was like, he's leading.
I've been there
back. Yeah. And I keep going back because it's just so good, dude.
Like I've been in like 2016 or something. Yeah, I would just like if I'm bored playing whatever game I was playing.
I just like
Battlefield 4 or something.
Bump it up really quick and just I'm a game or two, and it's just so good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw this question at you guys because I think I made it pretty clear. I live with depression, and a lot of times I'll play games that kind of they're sad games or they're miserable games like Darkest Dungeon, or it's a game that's kind of just like I relate to it that I play when I'm in those kind of moods. Do you guys have any games like that? Because I feel like for me, go-to ones are like Night in the Woods because May is just a miserable, shitty person that I relate to that. Or like Persona 4, like I was having really, really, really bad anxiety last night. And I was like, fuck everything else. I picked up my Vita and I just started Persona 4 Golden. I was just fucking around with that. So do you guys have any games like that where it's like games, maybe not comfort food, like comfort food, you think kind of a game you can play mindlessly like Rogue Legacy or like Tetris or something like that. But do you play a game where like you have a mood, you know, you're upset or you're, you know,
not
stuff like that?
Not necessarily, not that much with more so actually with music. If I'm ever in that mood, you know, blast some emo that like to match the mood, you know, like blast early 2000 shit or the latest sad boy music I'm listening to, either Sorority Noise or Modern Baseball. But I mean, I guess actually Destiny's kind of like that, where it's like God, I'm always being pushed down in Destiny. I'm always like,
you don't have anything on Switch or Vita that you do. You either of you even touch your Vitas? Am I the only one that actually plays my Vita?
I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I haven't played Vita in a minute. I got it. I mean,
go give your Vita some love, Jeff.
I'm not a handheld guy. That's why I don't play the Switch that much, man.
Dude, I still play my Vita like
my Vita literally
every day at this point because I have my Switch too. But every other day at least I play my Vita.
My Vita is literally looking at me.
I was playing XCOM on Vita the other day. I don't know why. Like I have XCOM 2 on PS4, but I was like, I just want to play XCOM on Vita for some reason. I have Mario versus Mario plus Rat, whatever the fuck it's called. I have that too on Switch, and that's like basically a glorified XCOM. But I was like, for some reason, I'm like, I just want to play XCOM on Vita.
Are they versus the rabbit or are they with the rabbit? My Vita, every time I look at it, is just yelling at me, play Danganronpa, and I'm like, no, and then I put it in my drawer and say later.
I love when I love when I'm looking at my Vita and I'm looking at all the stuff I could play on it, and I'm like, I should play
so much choice paralysis.
I should play. What's the other one like Danganronpa that I talked about?
999.
Yeah, the Nonary Games franchise. And I'm like, I should play this. I boot up 999. I do one single room.
Text, yeah.
And I'm like, nope. And then I just put Persona 4 on.
The thing is, I really love the whole Nonary game series. Danganronpa, both of them. But it's like I love them after I finish them, you know. Because like while playing it, it's like I get all antsy because like I like it's literally just reading text.
Yeah, it's kind of same with the only game that broke that for me was Valhalla on Vita.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I think it's the music is like kind of kept me going in it, and it's like it's fun because it's dialogue based, but you're always talking. You're never just like sitting there looking at a room. Like I ended up picking up it was on one of those pre-order sale things, the 2064 read-only memories on Switch, and I started it, and I'm like, because I got it. Really, I want to play it because it ties into Valhalla because the two developers actually chose to have them exist in the same universe, which is just kind of cool. So I was like, I want to try it because it's like, you know, if they get along with the creators of Valhalla, Sukuban, let me try it. And it is cool, but it is not like Valhalla. Where Valhalla, it's like I said, you're always talking, you're always doing something, you're always going, you're always kind of you're pressing the cross button, or you're making a drink, or you're doing something. And with this game, it's like I'm staring at a room. I got to figure out what I got to do. I'm bored, and it's like I know once I get through it, I'll be like, yeah, I liked that. But it's the getting through it part that it's like,
yeah. Yeah.
And then quick shout out.
Shame to admit, I fucking used a guide on Danganronpa.
Yeah, last year we used a guide on Danganronpa. What's the point? Just watch it on YouTube at that point.
Honestly, trophies.
Yeah, fair for trophies. And then shout out to the Flame and the Flood was that kind of game for me last year, where when I was going through a lot during the fall and winter specifically, which I beat it, and so that's kind of why I moved on. But that game got me through a lot. Really love Flame and the Flood.
Yeah, beating any game really gives some of the best
there's an endless mode to Flame and the Flood that maybe like when I get depressed inevitably in the winter this year, maybe I'll just try the endless mode. But I don't know.
Yeah. So I feel like beating a game like really cheers me up, you know, like if I'm like near the end of the game. Ooh.
A lot of the games that I play on mobile, I feel like they just don't end. Like Darkest Dungeon, like there's an ending to it. I'm never gonna beat Darkest Dungeon. Like it's just too long. I just don't have time for that. Like I love the gameplay, and that's why I play it, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get to the end of Darkest Dungeon. It's just too long.
Yeah, it's just one of those games.
I don't have any game that I go when I feel depressed or whatever. I usually either start listening to classical music.
Okay.
That's interesting.
John Williams.
Yeah, and
I just drive around at GTA, you know, that radio station.
do you like
hit
work
the gym
out?
like a lot?
I was gonna say, yeah, like
that's like the main thing. Like I just instead of like, because I usually go for like an hour and a half or two. I usually stay there for a longer, and just work out and fucking sweat and just.
You're being productive, and it's helping, so that's good. Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought I remember you mentioning that, so that's cool.
Or start watching Interstellar. That always helps.
Yeah, that's like I have some like movies where I'm depressed and I'm like I just gotta watch
2 or 3 movies that I watch.
Yeah, like I'll like if I put on like the Fellowship of the Ring extended cut at like 11:30, Tay's like, oh, you're in a mood. Or like if I put on like The Great Gatsby with Leo, or like for some reason, like I love that fucking movie. I know it's not the best movie, but I fucking love The Great Gatsby.
I never watched that.
I just rewatched Infinity War, and oh my god, that movie!
I watched it last week. It's so fucking good.
I don't understand how anyone
believe
it.
It is
out a smile on their face.
I'm gonna say it's the best comic book movie. It is the best.
I'll be the judge of that.
It is.
We'll talk about it next week.
In this sense, it is the only comic book movie that feels like I am reading a comic book, but put to the screen. You know, like I know it sounds kind of.
No, I feel that. You know
what I'm saying? Like it feels like I'm watching panels from a comic book. Whereas like every other comic book movie, it's like it's a movie based off a comic. This feels like they ripped things out of the pages of comic books. Like I still can't believe that they have every single part, like every single different scene with different characters feels like it's ripped out of the movies those characters belong in. So like when you see the Guardians, it feels like it's James Gunn. When you see like, you know, Cap, it feels like it's a Captain America movie. When you go to the Wakanda part, it's like, oh, this feels like from, you know, Ryan Coogler's Black Panther. It's like everything feels so perfect, and I don't understand how the Russo brothers did it. And I'm so excited for the next one.
Chills.
Because they're probably fans of the series.
Well, they also made my other 2 favorite movies, which were Winter Soldier and Civil War. And they didn't make First Avenger. That was Joe Johnston, who I love, and Joe Johnston gigantic roots with Star Wars. Made Boba Fett.
Interesting.
And also made
the Arrested Development
critically
episodes.
panned Also, the critically panned Jurassic Park 3 was directed by Joe Johnston.
Oh, I think I said the Russos.
Oh no, Russo. Yeah, dude, I love that in Civil War they snuck in the stair car,
as well as Tobias Blue in the. I finally saw it. I saw the film twice in theaters and didn't catch Tobias, like the Easter egg where there's a dude painted blue in one of the collector's tubes, and then on the third rewatching I caught it. What did you know?
Oh, in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about Civil War. I was like, I don't remember.
Oh, no. Collector ain't there.
Oh, quick thing.
Hit it.
To everyone that talks shit about the second season of Westworld, fuck off.
Thumbs up or
I
thumbs down?
still haven't finished season 1.
Wait. Thumbs up or thumbs down on the second season?
Thumbs up.
Nice.
He's saying people hating on it can fuck off.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, I feel like all that people that were hating on it were people that just jumped in like the casual viewers that, just jump in and then like they're probably doing something else and they have it like, I'm not. Yeah, it's like if you fucking pay attention to it, it's fucking incredible the story they're telling. If you're just jumping in, I'm so like,
against that. I hate these new premium TV that it's like, oh, you weren't paying 110% attention.
You're one of them.
Yeah, I'm 100% that person.
Fuck off.
I mean, no, but I'm aware of that. So I would.
Well, the thing is, it's an HBO show, so like for a premium service, I expect something like Game of Thrones. Like, oh, you missed that this one random guy actually killed this other guy you never heard. And with premium shows like that, I get it. I kind of expect that.
I get
Jeff, you're talking like you come from like your favorite show is Always Sunny, so clearly you're not looking for anything in depth.
You said you gave shit about like episodes like that.
I don't know. I mean, because like I say that, but then I love Boardwalk Empire, but I don't think Boardwalk Empire was as nearly as complex relationship wise as all like Boardwalk Empire at max there were 15 characters. In Game of Thrones, they're like, what, 1,002?
And
there's been 90 deaths on the show.
There you go.
And for the people that talk shit, thanks to them, I guess they're changing the story for season 3. And it's going to be more casual than
I heard the opposite. I heard that they were doubling down.
I just saw this article like yesterday.
Okay.
I was like, motherfuckers.
I don't know. I just want Altered Carbon season 2. I gotta rewatch that. I really liked Altered Carbon.
I gotta watch Better Call Saul. No one's spoiled.
Yeah, me too. I watched the literal first episode, and for some reason, I love Breaking Bad, and I love. Bob Odenkirk.
No, you gotta. I've watched like all. I just didn't see the new season premiere, but no, Better Call Saul is the. Tits.
Yeah, I mean, I love Bob Odenkirk, and I love Breaking Bad, so I don't know why I never got into Better Call Saul. I just never
after this. Maybe that's the plan. All right. Any last words? Last word, actually, for me. My beard has been getting so fucking out of hand. Whatever. Imagine it. It curls up into my fucking mouth, and it is gross as hell. And I'm just did I say my beard or my mustache? Either one. The mustache is like getting into my mouth, and it's disgusting.
That's why you trim it.
Anyone want to come over and trim it for me? Because every time I trim it, I fuck it up.
Oh fuck, Miguel, we forgot. We gotta blitz quick. SummerSlam predictions. This has actually been like a stealth cocktail hour without us announcing that it was cocktail hour.
Nice.
Real quick. SummerSlam says 18 card. We're just gonna do the major stuff. We don't need to do the fucking like pre-show shit. B team gonna retain. B team gonna retain.
Yes, they are.
Okay, we'll do the main stuff. So I don't know what order. This is just
just call it how you see it, and we could just
reading it off a list. So I don't know if this is the order of the card. WWE Championship: AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe.
All right, Joe's gonna win it.
I want Joe to win. I think AJ retains. Universal Championship.
Excuse me.
Universal Championship: Brock versus Roman.
Brock's winning, and then he's losing it on Monday.
To KO or to Braun?
It's probably Braun, but I hope it's KO.
See, if Brock wins, I want Braun to win, and Braun take it from Brock. If Roman wins, I want KO to win it and take it from Roman.
Braun doesn't need that, dude. He's a monster. It's so stupid.
I want Braun.
It'd be a good pop, but KO's perfect for that shit, dude.
But that's what I'm saying. I just think it's unrealistic to have KO
to be
beat
realistic,
Brock, you know what I mean? So I would be okay KO taking it from Roman.
To be realistic, Roman's gonna win, and Heyman's gonna help him out. That's what's gonna happen.
Even though Heyman did so he's gonna be a triple agent. I don't know. We'll see. Raw Women's Championship: Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey. Bliss is gonna win.
Bliss is gonna win. Yeah,
Bliss is gonna win. Clearly, Bliss is gonna. If Ronda wins, it's an insult.
Yes, I agree. You saw the bat that was attacking Ronda. The actual bat that was like in the building, and they flew across like her face, and she's like, "Oh shit, it's a bat!" It's hilarious.
I don't think I remember that. That's funny. SmackDown Women's Championship. It is a triple threat: Carmella, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair.
They're gonna tell the story.
I want Becky so bad it's gonna be Charlotte,
but they're gonna have the story later on of her trying to beat Charlotte, and every time she has so close, Charlotte wins it, takes it from her.
I want it to be Becky so bad.
I want it too, but it's gonna be Charlotte.
And it's gonna be Charlotte. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. I want Miz to win.
Yup.
Not you, bro. You saw SmackDown?
Yeah.
I
thought Raw and SmackDown both.
Yes, they were both really good. But those fucking packages from like telling the story, they did an amazing fucking job, dude.
So good.
Especially the second one and the third one.
Miz and Miz is also great.
I guess. I'm
so excited they renewed it, dude. Like it's so I hate reality shows, but because it's Miz, he's just so it's so good.
You watch it? I watched it for a second, and like the
because it's just on right after SmackDown, so I just leave it on and I watch it, and I end up actually like getting into it.
That's funny.
Fucking guy. I think the Miz is gonna win, and they're gonna extend the program. Yeah.
Miz TV.
Yeah.
Jeff, Miz or Daniel Bryan?
Obviously, you're gonna say the Miz.
Oh yeah, obviously. I thought like Jeff was another wrestler. There's another wrestler?
There's another Jeff. We're getting to that.
Who's the guy?
That's two from now.
Points up and goes.
That's Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
Yeah, he has an emote in Destiny now.
Of course he does.
Oh, really?
Why doesn't he?
He does, yeah. And also, I hit preview on an emote in Eververse shop, and I just like looking at him. I'm like, wait a minute, this dance is familiar. It's the we're all in this together dance from High School Musical 1. And it's the whole dance is in it. I'm like, oh, it's fucking awesome.
I can't. Intercontinental Championship: Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. Dolph will have Drew McIntyre in his corner. Seth Rollins has the swole as fuck Dean Ambrose.
He's
fucking huge. I was like, and I knew it the whole time. I was like, they're clearly building for Dean.
Oh yeah.
I was like, it's like obvious. I told Tay all night. And for weeks actually, I've been saying like, well, Roman can't help him because Roman's going against Brock, so they're leading to Dean coming back. They keep talking. Oh, he has no one in his corner. He's by himself. So Dean's gonna come back. Seth's gonna win it, and then Dean's gonna turn heel. Maybe not immediately, but he's gonna turn heel eventually.
Seth is not winning, and that's because Dean backstabs him. Just kills him, dude. He needs
right away
to kill him. He looks
like what Randy Orton did to Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, just fucking destroy him, dude.
See, I want Dean to be a face, but I want him to be like a.
Let me ask you this: he looks like mini fucking Brock Lesnar right now, dude.
I know he looks Stone Cold 2.0 is what people are saying. So we'll see.
Dude,
probably not.
Just fucking, and I don't want no fucking comedy shit with him right now.
No, I know. I would like to see a crazy face.
Vince probably saw him, and he almost came. Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna push you to the moon, kid.
Oh my God, you gained 300 pounds of muscle.
He probably confused him with Brock.
Awesome. That was awesome when he came back, though.
He's fucking in phenomenal shape.
And they milked it to the last possible second too, where Seth's like, "I'm not usually late, guys. I'm sorry. I had to do travel plans." But not for me. It's like I thought it was good. I liked it. United States Championship: Shinsuke Nakamura, the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. I think Jeff's gonna win, and then Randy Orton's gonna obliterate him.
Wait, why is he the artist known as Shinsuke?
I don't know. It's some fucking
it's stupid. It's the King of Swing style, but the fucking dumbasses change it.
Yeah, it's dumb. I don't know. I think Jeff's gonna win. Randy Orton's gonna come out. Randy Orton's gonna assassinate him, like totally brutally destroy him, and Jeff's gonna have to forfeit the title on SmackDown.
No. He's gonna lose. Oh, he's gonna win by disqualification. Or yeah, because Randy's
I'm
gonna come
getting
in and
tired of
just
it.
destroy him.
I'm getting tired of it.
I'm surprised it's not a triple threat.
That's what I said too. It's weird. I don't know. I think Jeff's gonna win, and then Randy Orton's gonna beat the holy hell out of him. I think.
And then he's gonna be out for a couple months because
that's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna beat the holy hell out of him, and then Jeff's gonna have to forfeit the title through injury, like Finn did with the Universal title. Money in the Bank briefcase match: Braun Strowman versus KO. We mentioned this earlier. KO's winning this, right?
Question, because I
why would they do it if KO wasn't gonna win?
I did not watch Raw. Was there any physical things on with Braun Strowman and KO this week?
Was it last week or this week that Braun was under the stage and flipped it over? Oh no, it was a tag team match. It was Finn and Braun because it was supposed to be a handicap match. Supposed to be KO and Jinder versus Finn.
Who stand tall at then?
I think it was Braun and Finn.
Okay, so KO's
winning. Yeah.
That's like how it works.
Yep. Reverse momentum, as Matt Fowler would call it. SmackDown tag team match: Bludgeon Brothers versus New Day. Bludgeon Brothers are winning.
New Day.
I want New Day. Bludgeon Brothers are winning.
I have no clue why it's not the Bar, but
dude, that match, they burned the house down last week. Not this past week. Last week, that match with the New Day and the Bar was so good.
They killed everyone already except the Bar. I was surprised it wasn't the Bar.
That's a good point.
I mean, the Bludgeon Brothers, but
good point.
For whatever reason, New Day's getting in a nice little fucking roller coaster going up again. They're getting heated up, so
I think they just need to get the titles off the Bludgeon Brothers, and then they can maybe do something with.
And they need to go against the Bar, dude.
Yeah.
And then the Usos could come in because those three fucking tag teams, dude, are so fucking good.
Yeah. I love the Bar, dude. I think
I
like all three of them, but I love the Bar. Raw Tag Team Championship. This is on the pre-show. I don't know if the other tags on the pre-show. The B Team versus Revival versus Deleters of Worlds.
Oh, I forgot the Revival are on it.
I kind of want the Revival to win, honestly. But the
I would like the Revival to win too. But yeah,
B Team's winning.
Like, see, I hate because I did not watch Raw because I usually don't. I do not know who was standing tall then from Revival.
It was Revival, like, obliterated Bray Wyatt.
Fuck.
And then Curtis came in and beat the shit out of both of them and pinned Bray Wyatt. Like, he was the legal man. So the B Team won on Raw.
Okay.
So Revival could win. On reverse momentum, Revival could win.
Oh, and there is some rumors out there that Matt Hardy might retire soon.
Well, yeah,
because his body is just
his back is fusing into his tailbone, but then he's doing crazy shit. Like, I don't know.
He's probably going off and just like fuck it, for right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish Matt Hardy the best. One of my favorites of all time.
Yes.
Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Please let this be the last time these two fucking have a match together. I'm getting so tired of this whole I'm a big man, so I'm better than the small man. They already played it out with Cass and Bryan. Now they're doing the same thing with Finn. And granted, I like Corbin more than I liked Cass, but I hope this is the last time they do that. So I think Corbin finally wins because Finn's beat him the other two times.
Really?
Finn beat him the last two pay-per-views. They had the same match. You think Finn's going to win all three?
Yeah, dude. He has
CBS Sports. I'm reading this.
Let me put it.
Oh no, it's 1-1. Never mind. Okay, Finn then. Finn wins if it's 1-1. I thought for some reason I thought Finn. Unless he beat him on Raw, and that's what I'm thinking. So if it's tied at pay-per-views, then Finn.
But I could see the big guy win because Vince and he's big guys.
Yeah, true. I just wish they could do so much with Corbin, and they're not doing it. Like I would love like
they
a Corbin.
Do a lot more with Finn, but
I know I would like a Corbin Strowman feud, and then maybe Finn versus Dolph if Dolph retains would be cool too. We'll see. So we're both going Finn then.
Yeah.
Okay. Cruiserweight Championship. I don't really know anything about. I don't watch 205 Live. Cedric versus Drew Gulak. I don't know. I'm gonna say Cedric just because he's had it forever.
I hope Drew Gulak wins. This one I have no clue too much. I don't know, dude.
Oh, and then also we forgot about this one. Also on the pre-show, a mixed match, like I don't remember what they call it. What do they call it?
Mixed match.
Mixed.
I don't know.
Genders, whatever it is. It's Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega versus Rusev and Lana. I'm excited for this match. Like so unnecessarily excited for this match. I think Andrade and Zelina win though. But it's going to be, they're going to keep doing the whole like.
My man, bro. He's my man.
They're going to keep doing the whole. It's going to be a great match, but Aiden's going to fuck it up somehow.
It's not going to be a good match, dude.
You don't think so?
Just because of the fucking Lana. She's not good, dude.
That's a good point.
She sucks.
Zelina was carrying Lana for like the past 2 weeks, yeah.
You saw SmackDown. You saw that they were trying to have the people chant Lana's number one, Lana's number the best or something like that, whatever the fuck this song. And like 10 people probably sang that.
I know. Because I like Lana as a personality, but yeah, she's not
She's hot, bro. I mean, that's what she has.
Yeah.
Like Rusev's over. Lana's just hot.
Yeah. But Zelina and Andrade, I like both of them. So. And then there's some predictions. We're not going over that. So those are our SummerSlam predictions.
Hey,
let us know what you think.
Watch TakeOver.
NXT TakeOver. So you think Gargano is going to be
the best fucking show from the weekend?
Ciampa retaining or Gargano?
He's retaining. I have no doubts. He is retaining. He's fucking over. He's the best heel in the business right now.
We will see. That's really the only match I care about on NXT. Honestly, I don't really care about the whole Baszler stuff. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Jeff, would you like to give the shout-outs to our Patreon supporters?
Shouts out to Jake Malorn, Nathaniel Hicks, and Jack Tersey. Thank you all for supporting us. We could not do it without you.
Thank you very much.
You can also support us. You can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/psbestfriends, but you can also support us on our hosting website, anchor.fm. Just go to anchor.fm/psbestfriends where you can, it's kind of like a tip jar. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. They have it set up so you can give us $1, $5, or $10 a month. And that just goes straight to us. It's not like Patreon is more of a kind of like a tier thing and all that stuff, but Anchor is more like, oh, I like this episode, let me tip him $1.
I'm gonna, if this works, if their system works, I could see Anchor doing like a similar thing like Patreon.
Yeah,
like changing it up, like you're able to tip, but you're still able to subscribe for like $5 or whatever.
Right. So go check that out. It's really, really a cool feature. We partnered with them with their launch last week. So check it out. This is going to be it for PS Best Friends episode 65. Ooh. Excuse me. I had like 2 Coronas right before we started, so that was like a really weird one. Can't wait to listen to that back.
Something.
This has been PS Best Friends episode 65. For any questions, comments, and concerns, hit us up on our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/PSBestFriends, or you can hit us up on Twitter at PSBF Podcast. Also, please don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. Even if you don't listen on iTunes, it's going to help us out massively algorithmically. Is that a word? I don't know. It's a word now. So yeah, it's going to ask you to write a review. Just let us know what your favorite PlayStation game is, and we'll read it on the show. And Miguel, where can people find you?
People can find me at PlayStation Network at DarkAngel1010 and at Twitter, Angel Alvarez 10. Yes, it is. I'm probably gonna change it. Whenever PlayStation decides to fucking have name changes, I would change it to, I forgot what it was. Well, what's the shit that they usually say? Daddy something? I forgot my own slogan.
I got killed by someone in Crucible this week. Eat my ass _2018.
Nice
name. Feel that every year he makes a new name and just
he makes a new PlayStation Network account every single year for the new game.
Doesn't give a shit about trophies, purchases. Nah, Eat my ass 2018. Nice. You can find me on PSN. Eat my ass _2019. We're thinking ahead.
You should take it now just to fuck with it.
Brawl96 on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Mr. Brawl96.
And you can find me on PSN, Xbox Live, and Steam at the Only X188. You can also find me on battle.net. Playing a lot of Hearthstone, a lot of Hearthstone. My God, I'm fucking falling down the rabbit hole. The only X1 hashtag 1470. You can also find me on Twitter. It is the Premier League season, so you can find me complaining about Arsenal on there at Anthony Palm. Thank you again for listening. This has been PS Best Friends episode 65, and we will catch you all next week.
7 more days. Jeez. I meant to say 3 weeks. I don't know why I said 7.
Stop.
I don't even know what that's in reference to.